How's it going, guys? Left9 here and welcome to the 84 rated second inform Aboubakar player review. Second inform for the season for his performance against Kuwait, scored the first goal and set up the second one very nicely with a back heel, and so got this very deserved inform card. And if you look at this card, it's a very good card, it's not quite phenomenal when you look at his stats, but it's a very well-rounded card, and a few of the stats are, they are right up there. Not quite there, but with few informs he would get a lot better. But if you look at this card, 86 pace, 85 shooting, 86 dribbling, 80 passing, and 85 physical. All of the stats are in 80s, so a very good card. Not the lower 80s, in the middle 80s. So like I said, with few other informs going to be really good. But what's fascinating is that he's got himself a 5-star skill moves for and he's quite tall, so that's very exciting. His weak foot is not the best, only 3 stars, but his work rate is also very good. High medium. And if you look at his in-game stats, some of the in-game stats, they're quite up there, quite phenomenal. Some of them not so much, but starting off with his pace, for example, his acceleration is quite low, only 82, but his sprint speed is one of the best, 89, it's really high. Shooting as well on a whole is quite good. Positioning is 86, so that's good. Finishing is not the highest, but shot power and long shots are also really good. Passing doesn't really matter, but it's quite decent with 85 vision and 83 curve, as well as 87 short passing. Dribbling, great that his agility is a bit good, 82, not the best of agility. His balance, however, is quite low, so you do expect him to be a bit off balance. Can easily fall as well. The reactions are not also the best, only 83 with 84 composure. But ball control and dribbling are quite good. His aerial ability is also very nice, 88 heading accuracy with 82 jumping, and he's also very tall. But his strength and aggression is what makes him even better, which also covers up for his pace. And if you look at his in-game stats, some of the in-game stats, they're quite up there, quite phenomenal. Some of them not so much, but starting off with his pace, for example, his acceleration is quite low, only 82, but his sprint speed is one of the best, 89, it's really high. Shooting as well on a whole is quite good. Positioning is 86, so that's good. Finishing is not the highest, but shot power and long shots are also really good. Passing doesn't really matter, but it's quite decent with 85 vision and 83 curve, as well as 87 short passing. Dribbling, great that his agility is a bit good, 82, not the best of agility. His balance, however, is quite low, so you do expect him to be a bit off balance. Can easily fall as well. The reactions are not also the best, only 83 with 84 composure. But ball control and dribbling are quite good. His aerial ability is also very nice, 88 heading accuracy with 82 jumping, and he's also very tall. But his strength and aggression is what makes him even better, which also covers up for his pace. And when you look at his in-game stats, you do question yourself how good he is, because his stats are quite good, but they're not phenomenal. They're not really up there, for a striker that you might need, obviously. But for me, this guy was an absolute monster. He's got himself this presence in the in the game that it's easily felt, and it helps a lot. And I was really surprised by the way he feels, the way he plays, his movement, his positioning, everything, because he did stood out great for me. I think I averaged a hat-trick in the span of 4 games, and also provide few assists. But starting off with his positives, he's got himself some great positives. They're not, like I said, really high, but they do, you do feel them a lot, and they are his physical, his shooting, and with shooting I mean his positioning, his finishing, and his shot power and his long shots as well, alongside his sprint speed and his aerial ability. Acceleration is not the fastest, it's only 82, but once he gets going, his sprint speed is really high, it's 89, so it's really hard for him, it's actually really hard to stop him. Also, his negatives are not a lot, to be honest. They're not the best one as well. Weak foot is is one of the best one. Obviously, you do expect your defender to, your player to score, to have a good weak foot. But with this guy, if I must be honest, he's got himself 3-star weak foot, but for me it felt like that he's got himself 5-star weak foot. As you guys can see from the goals, some of the goals that I scored was with his left foot, and they were inside the box, but the way that he hits with his left foot is like so hard that it's insane, to be honest. It's a very good card, to be honest. He did feel great for me. His presence is absolutely astonishing. Like I said, he's got himself only 86 positioning, but the movements that he makes is it becomes so easy to put the ball through him, because for me Hernandez was always dropping low, my second striker, and so he was always getting those runs in behind, and that was very, very nice. And his balance is very low, you know, it's like Ronaldo's. He's got himself great agility as well, but his balance is low. And with low balance, it's a bit of a problem because your player do, you know, falls a lot. And for him, for example, even though when he uses his strengths at time, he still, you know, goes off balance and falls and loses ball, and that can get, you know, annoying at times. But the players that I think are quite similar to this guy right here are Lewandowski and Cavani. You know, all of them, their presence felt. All of them are not the fastest. I think he's got better pace than both of the others. But for example, Lewandowski has better agility and balance than both. Also, Cavani and Lewandowski has better shooting. But on the whole, these guys are quite similar. You know, in a way they feel, you know, quite big, quite strong, and quite powerful. But that was it for this review, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And I'll see you guys in the next one.